Founder of this community. I have got around close to 23 years experience overall in the industry in multiple companies. One of the things that made me start this community is all about knowledge sharing. So knowledge is the key part of the technology-driven world. Right? We all are aware of it, and you know that technology world is moving at tremendous speed. We hardly notice, right? So what we learned a few days back becomes a bit irrelevant on the D-Day. Well, it's not completely irrelevant, but what it means is it is very critical that we keep updating ourselves to stay relevant in this competitive world, especially in the field of information technology. So the whole reason is because there's a lot of new information coming in, a lot of new growth, new research, new innovation happening. So there's a lot to learn and a lot to be shared. So knowledge is meant to be shared, right? And as you share knowledge, it expands. The reason is because we all know that the more you give, the more you take, the more you give, people are ready to give you more, which means that's exactly what happens with knowledge also, right? And then knowledge sharing, if it happens in true sense, in a collaborative way, it grows at a massive speed, right? And the more knowledge that we accumulate, we become more and more confident in whatever we do, right? We are all aware of it. It brings in virtue, it brings in sense of belongingness, it instills courage in our mind, it brings more visibility, because if you are courageous, if you have a lot of confidence, you can visibly talk and people will notice you very quickly, right? And obviously, in your organization, wherever you are, it brings in growth. So, people would notice you, they would think that you're ready for the next level because you're knowledgeable, and it's really not good to keep you at the same level, so you will grow at a faster pace. And it obviously improves your profile, and the last but not the least, it gives you the power to unleash things. That's what is the topic today, right? Unleashing TDD. The more knowledge you have, the more questions you ask. The more questions you ask, you get more knowledge. Obviously, it's a cyclic process. So it gives you the power to unleash. So with that, introduction, let me go to the next slide. Let's talk about the Smaart Testing Community itself. If you look at the need, why did I start this community? See, typically, we are busy with our day job, right? Almost on a daily basis. We come in the morning to the company. We do what has been assigned to do, typically, right? Of course, there are a lot of people who are very innovative in nature. Their manager need not assign anything to them. They try to find their path and direction. But normally, I would say, right, most of us, take instructions from our superiors, and we do our day job, right? And we are very, very confined to what we are asked to do, right? So what it means is there's a lot more to collaborate, as you saw, that brings in knowledge, improvement, but almost, collaboration is zero. We tend to collaborate very, very, very limited outside our organization. And in the sphere of, if you look at the whole technology world, the knowledge that is present inside our organization or inside the team is quite minuscule, isn't it, right? I hope you all agree with me. It's very, very, very minuscule. And the amount of knowledge that one would gain by just communicating within the team is not going to help us as we grow, as we move forward, right? So what is important is we want to learn, we want to grow, but our system is pulling us back every time, right? We are all looking at the same goals that we have, project 1, project 2, delivery 1, delivery 2. It's a repetitive process, right? So there is an immediate and urgent need to get out of the silo. When I say silo, I'm talking about the whole team being at silo, and break that pulling factor, right? So with that need, I thought that there is always a necessity to bridge this gap by bringing in people together. So the goal is actually for community learning through collaboration. We want to collaborate with each other so that we learn together as a community and we grow, right? So that's the whole idea of the Smart Testing Community. This community is all about knowledge sharing, collaborating, and growing together. That's what it is. So how do we do it? We have monthly webinars like these. We have social networking. It means that at this point in time we communicate over WhatsApp, but very soon we are going to launch a website. The work is in progress at this point in time, and we are going to find out more and more avenues. We have a blog site, more and more avenues to actually communicate better and better, because I believe that as we grow the number of members, we may not have the required avenue in WhatsApp to communicate. It may not be the right forum to communicate. So we need other ways to socially network with each other. We also are thinking of having a face-to-face conference in April. I'll talk about it a little later. And then we plan to collaborate with other communities, especially within Bangalore, within India, and we also would like to participate in other conferences representing STC, Smart Testing Community. So that's the means that we have at this point in time. But predominantly, in the last 5 months of our existence, we have been doing the monthly webinars. That's been our main means of collaboration, other than the WhatsApp group that we have. So what do we gain by doing all these things? We gain improved knowledge, right? Mainly in the area of software quality, but I believe that there's a lot more we gain outside software quality also, right? What do we gain by being a member of this community? We get a lot of contacts. We get contacts at all levels, at all kinds of experience. So there's a lot of benefit in having those contacts, right? I guess you understand those benefits. We also have a sense of collaboration, right? I mean, we collaborate within the team, not necessarily within the company, right? But when we collaborate within the community, you get to know a lot of people outside your sphere of influence, right? And we have a sense of collaboration, right? And that's more important at this point in time. And of course, we have opportunity to present in conferences. I mean, any member of this community has the opportunity to talk about anything in the technology field within the purview of smart testing, software quality, right? Inside a conference, I mean, we have okay. It's my cell phone that says that Krish has left. I'm there through a different channel. So inside the community, we can present. We can also present outside the community by representing us. And we have opportunity to arrange conferences. So you have opportunity to arrange live conferences. The one that's going to happen in April or May, mostly in April. And finally, what we get is a kind of self-satisfaction. You get some kind of a satisfaction, a sense of belongingness by doing all these things, right? That's more important in terms of the gain that we get. Okay. Just to give a brief view of what is this STC, it's a non-profit community, it's a non-profit organization. There's no money involved here. The money is only in form of knowledge. That's the only representation of the money. There's no cash flow, right? We have approximately 75, 76 community members from these companies. You can actually see those companies there: SAP, HP, Micro Focus, Tech Mahindra, a lot of companies. I think more and more people as they join, this list is going to increase. And we have members with range of 1 year experience to up to 27 years experience. So that's a lot of people with around 10 to 15 years experience gap. And what is more important to us is people with these experience bring these domain expertise. You have networking, storage, cloud, telecom, database, security, you name, right? Healthcare, analytics, mobility. So they bring in, they all work in these domains. So they bring this experience into the community, which is what is the power of collaboration. Okay. Now, what I want to let you know is the whole idea of is as we are rich in number of people, we are rich in knowledge, right? People bring in that knowledge, and as we grow, as the knowledge grows, there's a lot of sharing that happens, and that's the power of having a community like this, you know. So the whole idea is to grow, and the only way to grow is to get more and more people. So my request is, once you go back after this conference, try to spread the word, get more and more people into the community so that we all learn from them and they all get to learn from us.